Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for being here on this Thursday, which is also the 9th day of July. Another hot one in the neighborhood, as was expected. We've still got more heat in the forecast. We've also got more shower chances, certainly by this time tomorrow, if not a little earlier than this time tomorrow. I'll give you the latest update for you and timeline in just a few moments. I think, as most everyone can well imagine, as most everyone expected as well, we'll be talking about the governor's announcement today where he did mandate the wearing of masks starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll tell you where, under what conditions we are all being asked or told to wear masks for the safety of ourselves and for others. I've got some other statistics on the wearing of masks. Also got some input from local officials. Also, per the governor's press release today, some good news for the health officials who are carrying a lot of the pandemic weight in their local areas, and that being Kentucky health departments. Another round of funding being dispersed to them, more so than the last. So let's go ahead and begin with the governor's update and the information leading to that. He did announce today another significant number of new cases in Kentucky, 333, also announcing that 4 more Kentuckians had died as a result of COVID-19, bringing our death toll to 612 at this time. He spoke of a number of different topics leading up to the mandate, which he has signed or had the intent to do at the end of his address. He touched on initially economic development. The governor announced $2.6 million in grants to create 6 regional offices, one in eastern Kentucky in Pike County, to support startup and entrepreneurs. He also announced that GE Appliances, one of the state's largest private employers, is adding about 260 jobs at an expansion said to cost some $60 million in a portion of Kentucky. He also announced a steel processing plant in Gallatin County that should be operational this October if it is not delayed by the coronavirus. He also had some good news in regards to the road fund. Original estimates showing a deficit in the road fund because of gas prices, taxes, things of that nature. A deficit of $161 million originally predicted. That has been adjusted and now is just a deficit of $61 million, $100 million less. So still a deficit, but still a very significant difference, with the governor also saying that they will be letting some of the first road construction projects in 3 months here very, very soon. And leading up to his mandate of the wearing of masks starting tomorrow at 5 o'clock, the governor noted many cases of 15 to 16 infections, small clusters, all being related to individuals traveling on vacation or otherwise becoming infected and coming back and infecting their family. Stressing to everyone that if you travel to a safe place and have minimum contact with anyone and social distance and wear a mask. And he also cited what he called an explosion of coronavirus cases in parts of the United States, with data supporting that the month of July across the nation has seen daily records set and broke each and every day. And as for Kentucky, he said that our future depends on masks and that we are essentially starting over. The social distancing, the business closures all worked the first time, and if we want to keep those businesses open and operational, we must join the other 22 states in the nation with some sort of mandate in regards to wearing masks in public and indoor settings.
It can make sure we don't lose more people than we should. It can keep our cases down. But the other thing that it can do is help us to continue to reopen our economy. Don't take my word for it, take Goldman Sachs. Goldman crunched the numbers, and they are saying the difference between people wearing masks and not wearing masks is 5% of our GDP as a country. So if we apply that to Kentucky, the difference in our economy, if Kentuckians routinely wear masks versus if they don't, is $10.4 billion. Everyone that wants our economy to stay open, that wants to see these jobs come back, that wants us to see us not only reopen, but stay open and thrive, ought to be wearing a mask every time they're in public. This is one of the most sophisticated companies in the world, and if you extrapolate what they're saying to us, wearing a mask means $10.4 billion to the Kentucky economy. So today I've signed an executive order that is starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Going to mandate that Kentuckians in public in certain situations must wear a facial covering or mask. What this means is that all customers in retail facilities must wear a mask. In grocery stores, must wear a mask. In most forward-facing businesses, must wear a mask. If you are indoors and you can't get 6 feet from individuals on anything that's not covered, must wear a mask. And outside, if you cannot be 6 feet away from another individual, must wear a mask. Now, it's not just us that thinks that this is the right move. The National Retail Federation and the Kentucky Retail Association specifically asked us to take this action. This is the National Retail Federation that wanted us to open, and they want to stay open. They're now at 50%. They don't want to go back. They've asked every governor to require every individual that's not encumbered by a medical condition to wear masks when shopping in public places. This is to protect the employees, to protect the businesses, and to protect the customers themselves. We are filing this order right now. It's going to be available for the public to see. It's going to start out running 1 month, 30 days. I want to see how well we can do in 30 days. It's going to be enforced by local health departments and others, and it's going to be as simple as if someone won't wear a mask in your place of business, then they cannot be served. It's that simple. When you go into a restaurant or a bar, if you're waiting in line outside, you got to wear a mask, and inside, until you're ready to eat, we're wearing one too. We cannot let where we are, 333 cases, turn into 3,352, and the reason that Kentucky has done so well is we took early, aggressive action. We all bought in, and we did it together. Guess what? We are at that same moment that we were before, but we don't have to shut everything down if we will all follow these instructions and wear a facial covering in these circumstances where it can spread. If we do this, and if we really do it, not just when we think other people are watching, I believe that we can keep restaurants open at 50%. I believe we can keep retail open at 50%. I believe that we can keep the things that we have opened up open. And if we do it, I think we've got a shot at sports that other states are worried about right now. But it's on us. It's on us. It's really going to come down to whether we let personal pride or some belief that we have liberty to spread this thing to others and therefore shouldn't have to wear something like this. It's all going to come down to whether we are willing to do it, whether we truly care about each other and our economy, and whether we're willing to put some personal feelings if we don't like wearing these. And I believe that's maybe 20% of people. If we can put those feelings aside and serve the greater good. And honestly, folks, in the midst of a worldwide health pandemic, wearing a mask makes a lot of sense. And is it too much to ask? I don't think so. So that's it, our future. Our future and what we can do in this state, how our economy rebounds, how safe our people are going to be, the health and the lives of Kentuckians, all depends on our ability to wear one of these. It's no longer voluntary, it's mandatory, and I'm willing to take whatever criticism comes with that. Understand that there are some exceptions. If you have a health condition where you can't do it, kids under 5 certainly don't have to do it. If you are alone in a single room, you don't have to do it. If you're just with your household in your house, you certainly don't have to do it. If you're exercising and 6 feet away from people, you don't have to do it. But if you're going to the grocery store, put one of these on and protect your fellow human being. I'd hope that we wouldn't have to get to a point where we mandated things. I'd hope that we'd all be willing to do the right thing. But I think that the amount of time that we've dealt with this, our anxiety, cabin fever, all of it's added up. But it's time to get serious. It's time to stop our escalation now. It's time to push these numbers back down to a manageable and reasonable plateau. And it's time to make sure that we're bringing in all these jobs we're talking about and stimulating the jobs we have while we are doing it.
And immediately following the governor's address, I had this conversation with Mayor Pete Shepard, our McGoffin County Public Health Director, in regards to his thoughts on the mandate as well as his enforcing of the mandate starting tomorrow.
Well, it goes into effect at 5 o'clock. There's going to be people who don't want to wear them, and they probably won't wear them. But the way the governor explained it to us, to the health departments today when he called us, is that if employers or businesses continually let people in without a mask on, then they will be shut down. And the labor board has that ability and the authority under his mandate to close businesses down if they continue to allow people in their business without a mask.
I know before that there was like a process. It was similar to writing a letter. There was 2 or 3 steps before. Is this going to be along those lines, or is this going to be a little more to the point?
I think it's just going to be a little more to the point. Before I've only had a couple of problems here in the county. We just went and talked to them, and everything got settled. But now we still have businesses that their employees off and on, and see you come in and wear them. But I think this is going to be a harder issue. What I'm going to do as a health department director is, if we get a complaint or if we see it happen, we're going to cite them. We're going to write them a letter again, one letter, and then the second time, that's going to be the acts that we're going to report them to the labor board and see and let it go from there. I can't continue to give warnings and warnings and warnings and see the increase in cases that's in Kentucky, and especially the way the governor explained it. If we don't do this and the cases continue to go up, then businesses are going to have to start shutting down again. The hairdressers, the barber shops, all those are going to be closed again. And we don't want to go backwards. We want to keep the economy going. We want to keep all the businesses open and not go backwards. And without people wearing masks in the businesses, then that's what's going to happen.
Some more from Shepard on another topic in just a few moments, but continuing on the discussion of masks. As Shepard referred to, and as I believe the governor did as well, there's been some new data to lead health officials to believe that wearing masks can help you from getting the coronavirus much more than originally thought. Since the pandemic began, we have all been told that wearing a mask more so keeps you from spreading the virus than it does you from getting it, but new data suggests otherwise. Even before this new data that health officials say indicates just that, this was the scenario for the transmission, or probability of, if you will. The top of your screen, you've got one person carrying COVID-19 to the left and a healthy person to the right without. Transmission probability very high. Coming down to the next one, to the left, you've got a person with COVID-19 not wearing a mask, and then you've got a healthy person wearing one. It was still a risk. You had about a 30% chance of not getting the coronavirus if you were healthy, wore a mask, and someone with it didn't. So you had a 70% chance of actually still getting the coronavirus if you wore a mask and someone who had it didn't. That number now, as we believe, is significantly lower. But the possibility of transmission, or probability, if someone with COVID-19 is wearing a mask and you are not, is only 5%. If the person with coronavirus is wearing a mask and they have it and they have a mask on and you are healthy and you don't, you have only a 5% chance of catching the coronavirus. And if both individuals, the one with coronavirus and the one without, are wearing a mask, it's down to a 1.5% chance of that healthy person contracting the virus. Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive, but don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sayersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. Oh, it's what a lot of you have been waiting for. They're back, but only for a limited time. Loaded potato wedges at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. That's right, our famous hand-cut homemade potato wedges smothered in cheddar cheese, real crispy bacon, topped with either sour cream or ranch, your choice. And they're still only $2.49 with tax. Get them while you can at your Sayersville Lee's. The seasonal shop is open, and they're still doing curbside pickup, so you can call and place orders and they'll still bring them out to you. And inside, you'll find all new merchandise throughout the entire store, all new spring and summer women's clothing from Charlie Page and Mud Pie, accessories, jewelry, shoes, and bags too, casual outfits for everyday or special occasion outfits and dresses. And if you've been home a lot and really want to freshen up your decor, they have so much to choose from, and they're happy to give you any fresh ideas that you might need. And just in, a large selection of Simply Southern and Candleberry at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop in downtown Salyersville. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Prior to the governor announcing his mandate today, he announced over $36 million in additional coronavirus aid, relief, and economic security funds, CARES funding, for 61 of Kentucky's local and regional health departments. That will include the Magoffin County Health Department, who, like others, is carrying a lot of the pandemic weight and who has already pretty much, I believe, used through or certainly designated the initial round of funds that the health department received through the CARES Act.
We got $10 million.
Yeah, it's a sum of $10 million.
Yeah.
What did that equate to the health department, and how is the $36 million announced by the governor today going to affect the health department?
Well, we got the health department's got $10 million about 3 months ago, and by the middle of May, that money was gone. And it's because the health departments do the bulk of the work with contacting patients who are positive. We keep up with them. We do a lot of other stuff like the PR and policing this thing. And but today he announced that they earmarked $36 million more to the health departments. Now the first $10 million, it amounted to somewhere around probably $40,000 for the Magoffin County Health Department, which was great. And with the $36 million earmarked now till it runs out, I foresee hopefully maybe $60,000-$80,000 for the health department. But that pays the salaries. That helps us keep the businesses apprised of what's going on. It takes a burden off of us because we usually have to use tax and district money for all of our other programs. And with this money, it's a godsend. We don't have to use any tax and district money. It's from the government, and we can do our job effectively and hopefully keep everybody safe in the county.
Now it's time for your calendar and your weather forecast before I leave you for this Thursday evening. Indeed, some birthday wishes this Thursday. The first, a happy 22nd birthday to Matthew. That's Matthew Lafferty. For Mom and Dad, Papa Mama, Amy, Keisha, and James Ray, and a host of family and friends. Happy birthday. Happy 22nd, Matthew Lafferty. And birthday wishes going out from a long list of family and friends with loving thoughts to Gwen LeMaster. Happy birthday, Gwen. Happy birthday to you. And that's all I've got on my calendar. But hey, birthdays are good news, and I like good news and birthdays. So tell me when you've got one coming up, and I'll tell everyone else about it. Funeral service announcements tonight as we go on are brought to you nightly by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. First, a reminder of services to be held tomorrow morning at 11 for 66-year-old Charles Combs of Lick Creek, who passed away this week on Monday. He is survived by his wife, Betty Helton Combs, as well as his brother, Mark, and sisters, Kathy Patrick, Willetta Bailey, Jennifer Carty, Ginger Ashworth, 3 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild, and a special nephew. The family welcomes friends the rest of this evening until 9 at the Salyersville Funeral Home, and again, services start in the morning at 11. And 89-year-old Ed Caudle of Salyersville passed away on Wednesday, yesterday's date, the son of the late Harkless and Franny Howard Caudle. He is survived by his son, Diston Caudle, Sister Stella Joseph, and several grandchildren. Funeral services for Mr. Ed Cottle will be held this Sunday at 2 o'clock from the Sagersville Funeral Home. The family will welcome friends for visitation Saturday evening after 6 o'clock. All Pro understands that we are all just trying to make it through these most difficult of times, and they want you to know that they're here to help with any repairs or projects that you need done. Big or small, doesn't matter. They've got 0% financing for 18 months and long-term financing if you need it. If you need anything from a new gutter to a new house or a new garage, call All Pro Gutter Works and Construction, 349-9999. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400. Connolly Tire in Staffordsville is now a proud partner of Rough Country for all of your suspension and lift kit applications. And you can always go to ConnollyTire.net to get the latest offers. Like right now, $100 when you buy a set of Mickey Thompsons, $100 on a set of Continentals, and many, many more summer deals, including $35 computer diagnostics. That's Connolly Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. First, it was pennies, and now it's everything. Because of the pandemic, most banks haven't been able to order their weekly amount of coins for weeks. And without all of the fundraisers and activities going on, a lot of that change that would normally be in circulation isn't. So the Sagersville National Bank says now is a great time to help out and cash in. Bring your coins to either drive-thru, or if you've got a lot, call ahead to give them to someone at the door and help your local businesses. And remember, you can pay all of your bills and practically do all of your banking on their mobile and online services, and all inside and lobby services are still available by appointment at Sagersville National Bank. Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive, but don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sagersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. Now let's take a look at another steamy forecast for tomorrow, but with that, we also see shower chances ramp up quite a bit for your Friday, and then temperatures will ebb just a bit for your weekend. Shower chances aren't going anywhere. Let's start with tonight. For the rest of your Thursday, partly cloudy skies, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening, some valley fog late, 70 degrees is where we should fall to. We're not falling very far because it's some warm nights, and we've got a few more of those in the forecast. For your Friday, we'll see some fog in the morning, mostly sunny early, but some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms later on in the morning, mostly cloudy, and more than likely numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms later in the afternoon. We'll see highs in the upper 80s, chance of rain 70% for your Friday. And for tomorrow night, still numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms throughout the evening, mostly cloudy skies, and a low in the upper 60s. For your Saturday, shower chances, well, they pull back just a bit. Some patchy valley fog early, mostly sunny Saturday, but a 50% chance of those isolated and scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs Saturday in the mid-80s, mostly clear that night with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-60s. Sunday mostly sunny, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, kind of like Saturday, and then partly cloudy that night with a lingering 40% chance. Monday mostly sunny, Highs in the lower 80s and rain chances at 40% on your Monday. Monday night, I think we'll see mostly clear skies. Lows in the mid 60s. I've got that's after a 40% chance of showers during the day. I think we'll see clearing skies Monday night, and those might hang around through at least a portion of your Tuesday. 86 sunny degrees, and then shower chances might pop up about 20% on your Tuesday, very slight. And then Wednesday, maybe no shower chances, but back to the 90s we go. Sunny, partly cloudy Wednesday, 91 for your high. I think we'll hold on to the 90-degree mark by Thursday of next week. Mostly sunny skies and maybe that slight chance of showers developing in with all that heat in the afternoon. It's just one of those back and forth patterns, sun, shower, storms at any given moment. And that will wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for being a part of the show. Stay cool if you can, and I'll see you tomorrow.